Hi, good evening, everyone. So, welcome back to yet another session of Aries Kids Career Design Program. So, today we have our beloved CEO with us to give his insights on the topic Ideal Profession. So, without a further ado, I welcome Sir to start this session. Welcome, Sir.
Hi, good evening to all. So, you all got the subject for the day. This is ideal professional. So, the very purpose of all your this education is nothing else but to become a professional in the industry tomorrow. So, that is the goal. So, the goal is set. You are going to be a professional one day. But how to become a professional? You all believe that if you learn something in the school or college and get a degree, you will become a professional. Is it enough? No. Because the exam you can pass in many ways. In many universities, many manipulations happen. Even the student will not write the exam. Someone else will go and write the exam. You can manipulate the examiner and you can pass. There are so many ways you can get a certificate. And even duplicate certificate also nowadays available. So industry is least bothered about these things. Industry is looking only if whether your performance is okay or not. Otherwise, you can get into a job with your fake certificate or with your score or something. But your performance is not okay. If you are not showing the professional skills or professional attitude, industry will kick you out. So first of all, when you say you are a professional, you should know what are the qualities required to become a professional, right? So in FISM, we have clearly designed or defined the qualities of a professional. There are so many qualities required, but the prime thing, 25 sectors we have identified. We have made it as a credit. We have made a video about that one. Today we will play that video, and I have already sent you the script of that one. And today I am not going to take the class. You are going to take the class. We are getting into the next phase because I want to mold you as good presenters also. When you have a script, when you have a guideline how it is presented, then you need to start trying to become a presenter. Your stage fear should go. Your communication skill should go up. Otherwise, what happens is if your soft skill is not developed, you are just getting a certificate by heart many things you can score in the exam. That is not what we require. We need to, first of all, you need to understand what are the qualities required to become a professional. So, and if you are not getting those things from the school or college, we will try to practice and we will make sure that by the time you reach the industry, you are the best. And especially, it is the responsibility of the Aries group to make sure that the kids of Aries, they are the best because we expect you to join us in future unless you have some specific idea to go to some other industry. So we are molding you with the belief that you will be joining in Aries in future. Okay. But your primary objective should be to design your own career, something match your talent and passion. If you get somewhere else, you should go there. But wherever you go, if someone asks from where you got trained, you should proudly say that we are from the Aries family. Aries career design being has molded us. So you should be the brand ambassador. So let us start with the video what we have made for the credit.
The very purpose of academic education and industrial training is to mold an individual into a professional who can serve the industry of his choice. But regrettably, the industry is not looking at the academic scores, but the quality output or the professional behavior. So let's look at the 25 parameters that make the person the ideal professional for the industry. Technical competency. Though having a certification from a recognized institution can be deemed as your qualification stamp, our industry is on a continuous lookout for candidates who have very specific training in particular operations, since many professional jobs involve specialized skills to work. Technical competency should be upgraded regularly as the system and technology change quite often. Communication. Communication is basically the art of transferring information from one place, person, or group to another. Language, understanding, logical assessment, timely response, network communication, procedure, awareness, features, and mobile application utilization are applicable under this. To avoid communication drain, it's better to communicate in the mother tongue whenever possible. Honesty and loyalty. The most valuable asset of an organization is its honest and loyal employees who embody their personal principles like sincerity, accountability, straightforwardness, dependability, and even more into their work life without being able to manipulate. Whether in personal or professional life, strength, durability, and harmony in the relationships are strongly influenced by these characteristics. Dependability, dedication, devotion, commitment, belief, trustability, and retainability are just reflections of one's own loyalty. Work ethics. As a part of industrial behavior, under work ethics, a professional is expected to follow the duties and responsibilities, including KPIs and code of conduct, as insisted by the organization. This also includes accountability, cost control, confidentiality, saying no to bribes, politics, ego, wasting time, defaming, personal agenda, maintaining quality control, moral values, appearance, attendance, attitude, character, flexibility, communication, cooperation, organizational skills, productivity, respect, teamwork, and etiquette, including mobile. Moreover, one should also have his own life principles that can satisfy both moral and professional values and develop one's self-identity and reputation. Professional etiquettes. As a professional, one should practice and follow several etiquette, including dress codes, table manners, greetings, mobile usage, meeting rules, eye contact, making calls, addressing someone, shaking hands, punctuality, body language, voice level language, paying at restaurants, mutual respect, topic deviation, thank you notes, proofreading, politeness on communication, hygiene, self-introduction, and even more. Time management is not the duration, but the priority and the quality of work that you completed in the allocated time that matters for success. Therefore, always prioritize your targets, placing the most important ones at the top and completing it in descending order. Result-oriented. The chances of winning a football match is ultimately dependent on the goal scored. For this, you should have a proper strategy, training, determination, defense system, teamwork, and scoring talent. For a result-oriented person, the eyes shall always be on the target and not on the route. Planning and delegation additional goals. Planning can only be considered as successful if you can achieve your goals in a designated time. Therefore, you must prioritize and delegate your jobs that can be handled by your subordinates at a minimal cost, as this will allow you to accommodate additional goals. Teamwork. Teamwork is like playing football. To win the game, you must pass the ball to the right person at the right time and not try to score all the points yourself. As a team player, to finish the work assigned to you, you must be flexible and consider completing the given task for your organization and team by staying away from selfishness, egos, and communication gaps, which can hinder your ability to accept orders, requests, and criticism. Self-confidence for crisis management. A crisis can harm your self-esteem in many ways, but the ability to believe in yourself and to accomplish anything is completely within your control. Self-confidence mostly depends on your character, knowledge, talent, efficiency, communication strength, financial backups, decision-making, and crisis management skills as a leader, calm and composed demeanor, technological strength skill set, willpower, fitness, reputation, and even more. Systematic, organized, and disciplined. If a systematic tortoise can win the race over a hare, if a well-disciplined army can get the upper hand in a war, and if a well-organized student can never fail his exams, as a professional, you must too imbibe these minimum qualities to become a successful person both in your career and in your life. Dynamic. In this competitive world, an individual must have exceptional pace, out-of-the-box thinking to win the race of life. He must be aggressive, self-motivated, flexible, and must not procrastinate the tasks, as a dynamic person does not believe in wasting time even a single minute of his life. Instead of being tied to a single route, should be willing to change or adapt based on circumstances. Marketing and branding. Every employee is a brand ambassador of that organization. Their quality service, behavior with their clients, and word of mouth can all be considered as the best marketing and branding services which an organization can get without having to spend an extra dime. Proactiveness. Forecasting is a special talent of successful individuals. It works as a warning signal for them to take sufficient breathing space between their tasks and take proper preventive measures. Security measures, having insurance, etc. are the best examples of proactiveness based on the principle of prevention is better than cure. Positive attitude. A positive attitude is a character's reflection that transmits positive energy, making others around you active and comfortable. Optimism, sportsman spirit, willingness to accept additional responsibilities, admitting mistakes, learning from mistakes, taking corrective actions, and self-assessment are examples of positive attitude. Common sense. Common sense is a basic quality requirement of a professional which is etched in a person's DNA. We may have many things in our mind which we wish to say or do, but they may turn out to be inappropriate at times. In such circumstances, common sense, along with logical thinking and timely actions, helps us to decide the right course and action. Common sense should act as the borderline between right and wrong for every step in life. Knowledge building. Knowledge is considered as the backbone of a professional, and one should regularly update it for career growth. But knowledge building will only be effective if it enhances the efficiency and character behavior of the person. Health and safety. Health and safety have become an integral part of any industry, and HR is regarded as the most expensive and the most important tool for its operation. As a part of quality management system, which follows minimum tolerance limits, a professional is required to comply with it religiously. Quality-oriented. According to any company's policy, quality is a culture that should be followed by every employee, irrespective of the designation, to ensure the value and standards of the products or service delivered to its clients. A professional is required to have a proper procedure in place of his given task and comply it without fail. As per ISO, there should always be continual improvement in the ensured quality of the product or service offered. Efficiency-oriented. Efficiency is directly proportional to the output, quality, and profit, and inversely proportional to the cost and time. There are more than 200 drain holes in an efficiency management system, and as a professional, one should try to at least plug half of it. Empathy. Whether it is cognitive, emotional, or compassionate empathy, they all reflect a professional's helping attitude to build a strong bond with his fellow mates, boost their morale, and share their problems. Getting involved in CSR activities as a supporting arm will be the best opportunity for a professional to show their social empathy and commitment. Duties and responsibilities. Every professional should be well aware of his duties and responsibilities along with determined KPIs while serving any organization. But to become more efficient, additional responsibilities and targets should be set voluntarily. Management contribution. To climb up the ladders on professional career, one should prove the leadership ability and support management by providing creative ideas, marketing tips, taking risks, expansion strategies, information, conspiracy, security, and valuable advice during crisis management. Practicing the duties of the superiors voluntarily as an additional responsibility will provide the management the confidence to consider the person for more responsible slots. A responsible professional should train their subordinates even for own replacement and identify new talents to widen the team. Exit from the organization should satisfy the legal contract without affecting the operations. Cost control. A true professional will always be observant and watchful to report any financial drain holes in the organization. Every penny saved by reducing operating costs and improving efficiency adds to the profit. In business, cost reduction is more valuable than increasing the price tag. Leadership. The remarkable trait of a leader is the ability to harness the best out of the subordinates through motivation. Daily, weekly, monthly reviews should be followed by appreciations or observations. A responsible leader should try to become a role model for his downline and rectify their mistakes instead of firing them. Also, always lead from the front and give credits to the team members rather than taking it for yourself. In FSM, each of these parameters are regularly reviewed and documented. The effective implementation not only improves the efficiency, but also changes the professional character.
Okay, now you got an idea about these 25 steps to become an ideal professional. But under each step, there are different parameters included in that one. So our next month assignment will be, it's a competition actually. We can say more than 100 stuff you can identify from those things. Whoever identify the maximum thing, like a checklist, because these are the things you need to practice and become a professional. So take a paper, take your script, one by one read the sentence, you will get points. There are already 25 points you got as the headings. Under that, sub points you identify. So this is an identification process. This is the way you should learn more things. So you come up with a checklist that this many things I have identified. Actually, that is your reference point. From that point, you are going to practice slowly. And in one day, you cannot become a professional. If you start practicing it, in 5 years, you can say that, okay, you are at least 70% professional, something like that. Because most of the things are character deficiencies. System deficiencies, naturally, when you reach an organization, when you get placed with an organization, there they will slowly correct you. The system deficiencies they will tell you and they will correct you. But there also your performance with the system matters. If you are not cooperating, even if the system is perfect, the result will be zero. Now today, our next step is, okay, now you listen to the script, audio script. Audio script we conducted to, you are going to present it. So you can do it in two ways. Either, okay, one by one, whoever comes first, should go to the first point, that is the technical competency. You can look into it. When someone is presenting it, the other person, they can get prepared. Okay. So like that, you can raise your arm and you can come and do the presentation. We will spend half an hour for this kind of presentations. I cannot give chance to everyone. Whoever comes first, we will do it. Okay. So we are starting with the technical competency. Okay. So you can do two ways. Either you can just read it. Okay. I just want to know how confidently you are reading it. Or you can just look into it and you can, in your own words, you can explain what you understood from that particular paragraph. Okay, what are the points we should include? Okay, someone can come forward to start with. Technical competency, can you just explain? Or the introduction part. In the script, there is an introduction part, no? So you can just start with the introduction part and go to the next point, technical competency. Someone please initiate, please.
Sir, I'll read.
Yeah, okay, whoever it is. Okay, thanks.
Qualities of an ideal professional. The very purpose of academic education and industrial training is to mold an individual into a professional who can serve an industry of his choice. But regrettably, the industry is not looking at the academic scores but quality, output, or professional behavior. Let's see what are the 25 major parameters that makes a person an ideal professional for the industry.
Okay, that is the introduction. Okay, so first point, can you just read it and you just explain in your own words at least one sentence. Okay, what do you understood from that one? Okay.
Okay. Technical
Yeah,
competency.
first point you can read. Yeah, technical competency.
Technical competency. Though having a certification from a recognized institution can be deemed as your qualification stamp, our industry is on a continuous lookout for candidates who have specific training in a particular operation. Since many professional jobs involve specialized skills to work, technical competency should be upgraded regularly as the system and technology change quite often.
Okay, you are trying to tell these points to someone else, one of your friends. How you will explain? What is technical competency? How can you explain it?
Technical competency means having a degree or certificate is not just the beginning. What really matters is how well you can do the actual work. Every job needs skills, those skills keep changing. So we have to keep learning and updating ourselves with the latest tools, software, and technologies in our field.
Okay. Now, basically, in the industry, for everything, they may ask for a qualification. That is technical certification. So, basically, in a competency, you are showing it through a certificate. But in the industry, for the performance, you need to know the exact job, right? So, you need to have a qualification, but same time, just qualification is not enough. You need to have the competency to perform it. Okay, next one. About the communication, can someone else? Yeah.
So my name is Anushka. I'll do communication. So communication is basically the art of transferring information from one place, person, or group to another. And there are several points that come under this. For example, the language, the understanding, the logical assessment, timely response, network communication, and also like the procedure awareness, features, and how mobile apps are utilized under this to avoid communication drain or like miscommunication or any conflicts. It's better to communicate in the mother tongue whenever possible. So this basically talks about how it is important to convey your ideas or thoughts properly in order to avoid any miscommunication, conflicts, or any issues among people. So it makes sure, like it ensures that everybody is aware of like what your point is and what you're trying to convey. So yeah, that's why communication is like essential in the industry.
Yeah, that's good. Same, this particular credit is available in 4 languages actually. We need to make sure that this content goes to in real depth. Okay. So always what normally the brain does is, even if we talk in English, if your mother tongue is Malayalam, normally brain will translate it and take it inside. But there will be a communication loss. So what I suggest is, even if you listen to this English version, better listen to your mother tongue version also. Maybe it is Malayalam or Tamil or Hindi, whatever it is. We have made it in 4 languages. Your career design team will guide you to go through the different versions. Listen to that also. Make sure that you understood every part, and if you want to listen again and again, try to listen it. We need to make sure that first of all this stuff goes into your brain. Then you need to start practicing it. Just by hearting everything, just like in academics, you by heart everything and you score, but it doesn't make any use for you. See, whatever you learn, you need to practice. Otherwise, there is no use. You learn the language, you can write anything in Hindi or you are learning some language. But if you don't practice it on a daily basis, there is no use with learning those things. Like that, whatever you are learning in this one, you need to start practicing it. For that, you need to list out. This competition will decide how many points you have identified. So from the identified points, one by one. So that is basically your syllabus. So you know that these are the things I should know when I get into the industry. I am not good in communication. Okay, start how you can correct the communication. You can start ask ChatGPT or Gemini or so many AI tools are there. You can ask it how I can improve the thing. So it will give you a guideline. You do it. So you already identified that you have a deficiency in communication. You correct it. Maybe you are very good. Okay, you can through the phone you can talk, you can write very good, you know the language. The moment you start addressing in public, you start shivering. I know many of my friends, they are stage fearing person actually. So that is not good. As a good team leader, you should be able to address any number of people. It can be one person or it can be 100%. So that stage fear you need to avoid. Even I had this fear long back, but I started doing stage shows and other things from the childhood. So slowly, when we were doing the dramas and other things, we were addressing the public. So that stage fear was completely gone. So that's the way. In case you have a stage fear or something, even in front of the mic, you can stand and you can talk it. In front of your mobile, you can start talking it. There are other methods also. You can start practicing with in some stage shows. Okay, some kind of drama or something. You need to deliver dialogues. Then only that fear will be gone. In public, you need to deliver it. So it is not a big deal. If you put it as a target and if you practice it, in couple of days, you can easily improve a lot. So that is one of the most important thing in the industry. You should be able to communicate, because every day you need to communicate to your downline. You need to explain them what they have to do, and you need to give them guidelines and other things. And if you are a failure in communication, it's a big problem. Okay. And you will be suffering, the industry will be suffering, your subordinates will be suffering. So to become a good professional, you need to correct it. So who is the third one? About the honesty and the loyalty.
Sir, this is Chitrangada. Can I do honesty and
Yeah,
loyalty?
Please.
Okay, so honesty and loyalty. No matter how efficient we are, it is of no use if we are not loyal to our employer or our company. So we should always be sincere. We should not lie, and we should not we should be sincere, and we should be very straightforward, so that otherwise the entire company will break down. So basically, my point is that we should be loyal to the company.
Yeah. See, honesty you can easily explain. Okay, you can be honest. In all your life, you can be honest to everyone wherever you are dealing. But when you use the term loyalty, it is quite wide. The spectrum is quite wide. There are so many small elements coming in that one. So to become a loyal employee, you need to have multiple parameters coming in it. You take one those points in the script, 1, 2, 3. You just list down. You see, because these are our character deficiencies. End of the day, there is a huge difference between a loyal employee and non-loyal employee. So always in any organization, for example, they are trying to give a promotion to a person. There are two persons in front of the management. Only one can be promoted. So they will do an apple-to-apple comparison. So first of all, they will see whether both of them are honest or not. Then, okay, they identified both of them are honest. Now, loyalty part is coming. So loyalty part, in one word, we cannot assess it. Loyalty is decided by several parameters. Company wants someone who will stand with the company in all aspects, in its good time, in its bad time, in its operation side, who understand the frequency of the management and who moves along with the same frequency. So to develop a loyal employee, only management cannot do it. The person has to decide how to become a loyal thing, and every person in any organization, we know how much is each employee is loyal. So, and always company will protect the most loyal employees. For the promotions, they will take care. Tomorrow, they want to cut down the manpower. First of all, they will keep aside the loyal ones. Then others will be, because many professionals, they believe that, okay, I just come to the company, I do my job and I leave. I have no other commitment. When if there is a requirement of manpower cut, first thing, the management will be looking at people with loyalty and without loyalty. Okay. So, okay. Next is work ethic. Anyone explain about work ethic?
Work ethics. As part of industrial behavior, under work ethics, a professional is expected to follow the duties and responsibilities, including KPIs and code of conduct, as insisted by the organization. This includes accountability, cost control, confidentiality, saying no to bribes, politics, ego, wasting time, defaming, personal agenda, maintaining quality control, moral values, appearance, attendance, attitude, character flexibility, communication, cooperation, organizational skills, productivity, respect, teamwork, and etiquettes, including mobile. Moreover, one should also have his own life principles that can satisfy both moral and professional values and develop one's self identity and reputation.
Yeah. See, in your academic syllabus, these things are not included. But when you come to the industry, you need to know about all these work ethics. So there are written rules and there are certain unwritten rules also. So you should understand what are the written and unwritten rules in the industry. Actually, it's a part of the industrial culture. Actually, one example I'll tell you: you have a mobile, you have all the rights to look into your mobile. But in the industry, when you come and you require your mobile for the official purpose, but the moment you take it for an official purpose, your subconscious mind will feel like, okay, I should check my WhatsApp and other things, and you will look into it. Your mind get distracted. You carried away with those messages. You are focused out. It will affect your work. So when you start learning these work ethics, the mobile misuse, it is a big matter. See, you have officially in the office time, you have breaks to look into your personal things and other things. But during the work, you are not supposed to misuse your phone. Same time, your mobile is an official tool which is really required to improve your efficiency. So, each time management cannot come and tell you don't use it for the personal things or something. Maybe one or two times they will warn you. If you are not keeping that professionalism, tomorrow it will be a black mark in your personal records. So this kind of work ethics, there are so many the etiquettes you need to know. Actually, etiquettes you cannot develop in a single day. You need to start practicing it. Your way of behavior, how when you address a person, when you meet a person, your voice matters, your body language matters, how you give the shake hand matters, your dress codes matter a lot. Your when you are having a lunch or dinner with your clients, the way you take the food matters, how you use the place matters. So many things are there. So how you can learn it? Nowadays there are so many training videos available. But for that, how to get into it? You need to first of all in your credit, you need to write, okay, I am going to get trained in the etiquettes or work ethics, whatever it is. Then the AI will give you the guideline, long list of guidelines. These videos you need to watch. You start watching it, and from there you get an information. Now you start practicing it. So each time when you watch something, make a checklist like what we are going to do today. So it's a practice. Because first of all, try to understand by learning something, by hearting something, even if in an exam maybe you can score 80%, 100%, no use. You need to practice it. So how you can get into your blood that thing? Only through keep on practicing it. And for that, what all things to be practiced, you need to have a list. So today we have given you the mainly the 25 numbers, but you need to increase the 25 into 200. So you need to 1, 2, 3. You need to identify what are the things there. One by one, you ask yourself. You ask your mentors, your parents, or something. Okay, out of 10, I have put 3 marks or 4 marks. How much you put for that one? Because a third party can tell you exactly how good you are in that one. So accordingly, you start improving it, improving it, improving it, And if you have any doubt on this one, you contact our coordinator or contact me. We'll find out the solution. But no need. Now AI is so advanced that whatever you ask, it will give you the proper answer. Now the problem is these things are not in your curriculum. That is the only thing. And industry is looking at these things. Not, okay, maybe you scored 98%, 99% in the exam. But what you learned about history, geography, and other things, and you scored a lot of marks. That is not what we require in the industry. We need people with professional ethics, their loyalty, and other things. So all this performance in the industry, not only what you are doing in the computer, how you behave in the office matters. Next is professional ethic or time management.
Professional etiquette.
Yeah, professional ethic. Yeah.
I'm Avantika. Can I do professional etiquette? The etiquettes I have here, I know most of it because my parents, from a young age, said all of this to me.
Yeah.
Like example, dress codes. When you go to school, before going to school, your parents would say, iron the clothes, right? Why?
Yeah.
For dress code. Yeah.
Yeah.
Table manners. When you eat, you don't talk. How you know that? The parents say. So all these I have here would be taught by your parents, but I'm saying it anyway. Dress codes, table manners, greetings, mobile usage. Don't use mobile before going to sleep. And eye contact, making calls to your relatives. Having contact with your relatives, with your friends are really good for communication. Addressing someone, shaking hands, punctuality, body language. Body language is one of the best, one of the most important etiquettes. And voice level, language, pay at restaurants, mutual respect, topic deviation, thank you notes, proofreading, politeness on communication. Yeah, politeness on communication. We will say thank you, I'm sorry, I will talk, see you soon and all. That all comes under politeness on communication. Hygiene, of course, we know, all of us know. The baths, twice a day brushing, that all comes under hygiene. Self introduction, etc. I know that most of you people know all of these etiquettes, but I'm anyway saying thank you. This is.
Yeah. See, when you use AI, because maybe you have practiced these things, couple of things you have covered in everything, but we need to fine tune it because this is a never ending process. For example, table manners. Table manners, there are hundreds of table manners you will need to learn as a professional, because when you are going to Japan, the table manners in Japan is different actually. What they are using is chopsticks and other things. So the way they take the food and other things is different. It is not the way you are going to the Europe. So many things are there. So what you need to do is you go to the AI and ask, please give me 25 tips of table manners for the Far East, for the Western thing. So ask 25. If you the answers from the AI is depending on your question. So always try to ask for 25 or 10 or something, a big numbers you give, then naturally you will get lot of new tips. And the question is slowly changed. When you are attending a high profile meeting, the table manners, that is different. The table serving system, even the glass, okay, because you are on a round table, whether the glass should be taken from the right or glass should be taken from the left, like that, which utensils you need to use first. There are so many things are there. Even wine glasses are there, how to hold the wine glass. There are certain things you need to learn, and these informations are available there. So this is the way how you need to make use of AI. Never say someone that no one told me. You could have given this answer long back. But nowadays, your AI is 100 times better than your best teacher. So unless you ask it, you will not get the answer. But that is only one step. After doing this process, you need to make a checklist and you need to start practicing it. Unless you practice it, there's a big difference. That's why the people standing in a 5-star hotel reception, how they behave, how they take your visiting card, your credit card, how they give it back. They do in a very professional way because they are trained. So many hours of training it is given. But without that training, if you are standing in that counter, your behavior will be so unprofessional actually. So in whichever industry you are going, because we don't know tomorrow you are going to the front office or you are in the operational side or whatever it is, there should be some way of behavior pattern. You need to behave accordingly, especially if you are addressing the public or the clients on a daily basis. You have to be very, very careful. Even if you have everything, your dress code is okay, your language is okay, everything is okay, but your facial expression is not good. It is not welcoming the client. It's a problem. Your ego or your negative attitude is reflecting on your face. No smile, nothing. Client will not be happy. Just imagine you are going to a 5-star hotel and the people at the reception is behaving in this way. No, you are not getting any positive energy. You will not come back to that hotel again, and you will make a comment that this hotel is not good. Way the reception function is so sad. Total negative energy I could feel. If I put a comment, anyway, I will not come back, and my comment will make sure that at least another 100 clients also cancel their plan. So you have to be very careful because you are all the brand ambassadors of the organization where you are going to join. So, okay, next one, time management, please.
Can I do?
Yeah.
Can I explain about time management?
Yeah.
So from this, I understood like success is not determined by how long you work or how time you spend on it. It's like about how wisely or effectively you use your time to do that work. Like I also got that completing high priority tasks with quality within the time you have is better than instead of trying to do more work which does not have much quality and all in the time you get. I also understood that you have to put your important goals first and those have the greatest impact first before doing the low what do you say impact work. By organizing your tasks in order to maintain importance and work through them from the top down, you ensure your efforts are worth it. This approach leads to like a better outcomes and greater success.
You already learned how to find out your hourly rate and other things. Just imagine your hourly rate is 1000 rupees. And that means your whole one day means 24 hours means it can have a value of 24,000 rupees. When you put this price tag for your one day, you will be very, very careful about wasting 1000 rupees. No one will, if you have 24,000 rupees in your pocket, you will not just simply waste it. You will be very careful for spending everything. You will make sure that when you are giving 2000 rupees or 1000 rupees for something, you get something back for that one. Am I correct? You will not just give it for charity, right? So your time also should be like this. Unfortunately, many times we waste our time. The money is spent on a regular basis, but we are not getting something back. So this is the way, but it will be possible for you to convert every hour. That means 1000 rupees, 1000 rupees, what you are spending every hour, you can convert back, provided you have a clear-cut target sheet. These things I need to do for the day. That means the morning you are making a plan for the whole day. I need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, including your studies, everything. You just note down maybe 10 points or 15 points, and you are splitting the time. Okay, everything I for this one, this one, this one, this one. Then that means you have a clear-cut idea. For this particular job, I will spend only half an hour. For this one, I will spend 1 hour. So you have a clear-cut idea. That way, if you are spending, not even a single hour will be wasted. You will get something back, because something back means that is the target you have set. But unfortunately, this is not happening in our childhood. Even when I was a child, I failed to do these things because I never had a mentor. Now you are so lucky that I am a mentor. Maybe you have more mentors. So when a mentor guides you, you can start doing it. So what you have to do in the morning, so that what is time management means? Manage your time. That is the most important. Among all these 25 points, the most important thing is manage your time, because time is the most precious thing in your life. Even our life means it is a certain time. We expire when our time finishes, right? So our life is that particular duration. Our lifespan, we can convert it into hours. Or you can convert it into minutes. That means every hour, every minute, you can do something, and if you are not doing it, it is getting wasted. So what we suggest is, make the life as the integration of the days. Plan every day. You consider every day as a new life. You are waking up in the morning just like you have a new birth, and evening you are going to sleep. That means thing is over. So in between, what you can do, that you need to write down. So you need to set targets. How you can do this targets? In the industry, we call it as corporate meditation. Corporate meditation is nothing but just morning, sit down for 5 minutes, 10 minutes somewhere, just note down, okay, I'm going to do, did. You can write it in the mobile, or you can write it in a sheet of paper. Even when you are in the toilet, or also you can do these things. You just close your eyes or something, and you can just think, okay, today I'm going to do this. As a student, you can write, today I am going to, okay, in the school, 5 hours in the class, I have 1 hour for the tuition or something. Homework, 2 hours I will do the homework, or 1 hour homework, 2 hours I will, every day I will study. Okay, I will review whatever I learned in the school. I will review, I will make some content or something, whatever it is. 2 hours every day I will look into what I learned in 5 hours. If you are doing daily this process, believe me, you can never ever fail in an exam. Even if you are an average student, if you are systematic, you can never fail. Like that entire time, you just split it. You can say that, okay, 1 hour it is for my health. You will go to gym, or you will go for the play, you may go for karate or something. 1 hour for my musical things, or some artistical things. You can plan it. So you have 24 hours in front of you. You need to sleep only maybe 7 hours. What about the remaining 17 hours you are getting? Do so many things. For the studies, you need only 5 hours for the class, 2 hours for the daily studies, 1 hour for the homework, or whatever it is. Okay, that 8 hours is gone. But remaining 8 hours for the mind, so many things you can do. You just divide it into, okay, maybe even the travel time to the school, if you are spending half an hour in the morning and half an hour in the evening, you don't need to waste it. You can have some audio thing for it can be a music, it can be some infotainment program, whatever it is. You are not wasting it. So like that, every moment you think about something where you can upgrade and value that time, and you get something out of that one. So time management is the most important thing in this one. FSM is all based about time, and we respect time, because time is something common in everyone. It is like a god actually. So you need to respect it to the maximum. A lazy person, the best example of how to find out whether you are lazy or not. If you are wasting time, you are a lazy man or lazy woman. Okay, next is result oriented. Can someone do it?
Sir,
Yeah,
can I ask you the result-oriented point?
yeah.
Uh,
Start.
so, so what I understood from this point is that a person should be focusing on the target and not on how we can achieve a thing or the path where it leads to. So to achieve something, or if you put a goal, or so for example, if you want to make a sandwich, you need to like find a recipe and then analyze the recipe and then practice the recipe so that you can make it perfect. That's the way. So, but when you think that it's hard and I cannot do it, then you may not reach the goal you're looking for. So, focusing on the point, or no, forgive me, focusing on the solution or the target you're looking for is what it matters than uh, looking for how hard it is or looking for how you can do it or not.
See, in a school, if the teacher says that the teacher is giving an assignment, So teacher says that tomorrow you should bring the assignment done. So what is your goal? You need to, your target is submitting the assignment. It can be a project report, whatever it is. Unfortunately, there are several reasons which may stop you, because you are trying to do it yourself. Halfway, it is not completing, you cannot submit it. That is one way you cannot submit it. But you are trying your level best. You are not much aware about it. Maybe you don't have the talent to do it. If you set the goal as, okay, at any cost, I will submit it tomorrow, then you will find out other sources to help you. You will ask someone, okay, can you help me? You ask your parents, or you can hire a person also to work for you. But you set your target as, okay, I will submit at any cost tomorrow. So when you do that one, naturally the teacher has no other option but to give you the maximum possible mark, because you have submitted it on time. But maybe there are other students in the class, they are trying hard to learn themselves and do it themselves, and they spend more time than you, but they could not finish it. That is the problem. So there is a difference between a target oriented person who is not following it. Maybe he can be a more hardworking person, but if he is not achieving the target on time, it's a failure. The major matters is the project should be completed on time. The project should be completed within the budget. Project should be completed as per the specification, having the proper quality, and the project should be delivered to the satisfaction of the client. Then only everything will be completed. So if you don't have proper target and if you don't deliver it on time within the budget, it is a failure actually. So you should, your target should be clearly identified, it is noticed, and you should follow it. And how you do it, client is least bothered about. When I ask for the biryani, okay, in a hotel, what I expect is I should get a biryani in the next 5 minutes. Just imagine you are running the hotel and there is no biryani there, but I have kept a biryani for my personal lunch or something. Immediately I can give it and I can close the matter, and I can buy one biryani from outside for my lunch. The client is least bothered about whether it is taken from your personal things or not. He wants to have the result. That's on time. That's all. So you should always keep it in mind that always before doing any job, what is the target? What is the time given? You should deliver that product on time according to the expectation of the quality expectation of the client. That's all. So, okay, one more student can explain about planning and delegation.
Sir, could I explain?
Yeah.
Okay, planning and delegation. Plan can only be considered successful if it can help you achieve your goals within the time frame. And under planning, delegation is also coming. So delegation is assigning tasks to either your subordinates or your colleagues. So if you can delegate your tasks properly to your subordinates or your colleagues, you can take on more goals, which can help you achieve more throughout your day. This just shows how important planning and delegation is.
For example, I am the most expensive tool in the company. My hourly rate is very high. In the morning, I identified many jobs. All those jobs I can do it myself. But if someone else in the company can do it, I should immediately delegate it, because it is more economical. At 1/10 cost, if I can get it done using another person, I should delegate it and I should use my time for something else. So your input is your time, and you know the hourly rate of your time. So you need to see whether it is worth to spend that much. And also, if I delegate it, for example, my hourly rate is X, and if I can delegate it for 0.5X, I'm saving money, no? And my time is getting free. I can use that thing for something extra where I will get more money actually. So like that, delegation is very, very important. And sometimes you cannot finish the job alone with the available time. So what is the possibility? Bring more people, divide it, because you need to deliver it in 24 hours, but the time required to finish it is 100 hours. That means you cannot do it alone. What you can do, hire another 5 or 10 people, delegate the job, divide it and give it. They will finish it on time. Before the expectation of the client, we can deliver it. So the time is over, and I hope you all understood what we mean with this self-training. You were presenting it, you understood and you explained from the script. Now what you have to do is, now next thing is the checklist, because this credit is a very important credit, because you are tomorrow you are going to become a professional. So this is a checklist. This checklist will decide how good you are going to be in the industry. You don't need to go to the industry to correct yourself. You have enough time with you. During this time, this academic period itself, you can start correcting one by one. So to correct those one by one, you need to have a checklist of all these things. So go through the script once again, and if you want to listen in the mother tongue, it is available, and note down 1, 2, 3, and see, you can copy from some others. What is the use? That person will not come and help you when you are getting into the industry. You will be a burden for the industry. You will not grow. So best thing is, do it yourself. It will take maximum half an hour, or even you spend 1 hour, no problem. You can note down everything, anything. That is enough. Invest in yourself. That 1 hour investment is worth enough, because this is something like a Bible. What is written here is a professional, how to behave in the industry, what are the qualities required, everything is there. Even if you ask the AI, maybe additional things what you may get is only few. But all the basic stuff, most important thing, we have written down. So practice it, and you decide yourself. Tomorrow I will get into one of the industry, but I will make sure that I will not go there and become a burden for the industry, and I will not consider that it is the responsibility of the industry to teach me. No, if I decide that this is the destination, this is the place where I can work with my talent and passion. Now the technology is so advanced that you can start practicing it before you get into some professional engineering college or medical college or something to learn. There's so many things. Instead of those hours, you can learn 10 times more things using the new technology. Now you decide yourself that you are going to be a professional. Today you got the guideline how to become a professional. And keep it in mind that, say, 100 qualities required to become a professional. Only one thing is, you need to have a certificate. You need to know a certain basics about the skill. Rest everything, you need to develop yourself either now or after coming to the industry. But in the industry, you need to improve yourself. So why you wait to get into the industry to correct all these things? Get into the industry as a fine-tuned person. So these are the guidelines. Thank you.